Alright, this is a Diamond Sigma VOD. We're going to hone in particularly on spacing, because that is, I would say, almost the entirety of Sigma. It's a very basic tank on a theory level, because really all you do is walk around, shoot, and keep yourself alive so that you can keep shooting at people. You use your rock to create distance, your ult to create distance, and your shield and your shift to keep yourself safe while you're trying to create this distance. He is one of the last spam tanks in the game, like full-on spam tanks. So you have to consider that most of the time you do not want to be getting in the faces of most tanks. Even a certain chunk of DPS like Reaper, maybe even Cass. So yeah, that's mostly what we're going to be looking at, is how we can space ourselves properly against the enemy team.
Let's go. We have company.
Rock. This rock is just, it's not a bad rock, it's just a little bit late, and that allows them to take this space and get confident, and when they swing out like this, you get cramped up. And now we don't really know what's going on too much. We're playing more defensively. Sorry, not that we're playing defensively, but we're playing with a real, like, a serious lack of knowledge of the enemy team. Like, we don't really know what's going on. We're just not in our effective range. And now we're kind of torn, like, oh, do I shoot this Ana, or do I go for the people diving backline? And you made the right decision at the end of the day, because that Ana isn't really doing all that much. But we could have avoided that with a rock that was maybe a second earlier, 2 seconds earlier. Now you just walk and shoot. Nothing too complex there. Good rock, right? And the reason that rock was solid, not mostly because you got the kill, but like, they're trying to kite left, right? And you can see that they're trying to close this distance, which is exactly what rock is for. It's for denying tanks, and really anybody, the ability to close distance. Now we can walk up and shoot. Yeah, this is good stuff. Alright, now that we have the Sigma 1v1, it's really just a matter of... Good ult, by the way. It's just a matter of, like, trading cooldowns properly. Good job focusing the Ana instead of the Sigma there. You want to put your shield in his shield. That's something you see a lot in, like, if you watch, I've been obsessed with watching, like, Overwatch, like the Pro League scrims, and whenever you see, like, Sigma versus Ram, or Sigma versus Sigma, any shield comps, really, they'll put their shields, like, one person will put their shield up, and the next person will put it, like, right in front, so that whatever they were trying to do with that is now invalid. I mean, it turns it into a 50-50, but at least they don't have whatever advantage they might have gotten. This is all good stuff. I mean, you kill the tank, so you push up more. Not too much to it. I think here is where it starts to kick up a little bit again, right? Since he's walking up, we're backing up, and now we're just a little too late to back up. So now we get kind of put in a pinch. Kind of a weird pull. And now, like, oh, now we get that position where it's like, we don't really know where everybody is. We're not 100% sure what's going on. We just kind of have to shoot and hope for the best. Just keep backing up at this point. I would take that health pack and keep moving. Chances are you won't survive it, but you might if you keep walking away. It's possible. Spacing, spacing, spacing. This is okay. Putting pressure on the side of the map that they are on actively. It's all good. Use that ult to create space. Take the portal. I mean, it's kind of a very passing thing. But like, if we just take a look here, there's no cooldowns that this Ana can use to really screw you up. And these guys, they're putting on some decent pressure to your high ground. The Genji's a different issue, but if you were to get these guys out of the way, you might be able to kill. You'll probably kill one. Might be able to kill two. and then your tank is forced to look away, and then the rest of your team can deal with the Genji. But instead, because of that, we're forced to back up, and then, I mean, we kill the tank, but it's just kind of a mediocre ult. And we might have been able to, you might have been able to use ult at a better time, maybe in the next team fight here, where the pressure really starts to come on. Okay, so now that we have a monkey, how do we adjust as Sigma? Really, your job doesn't change that much. If you see that he's like gonna make a jump, if you can see him staging a dive, you can rock him midair. That's beautiful, right? If you can do it, do it. But at the end of the day, you're kind of just letting Monkey do his own thing. You don't want to get in the Monkey's way. It's your job to trade backline now. Because if we have a Winston, Trace, or Genji, that means they're not going to be peeling for their backline. So that means you can take their backline, which means they don't get much support, and their dives will be weak. While your team is playing definitely, I wouldn't say particularly anti-dive, but they're going to have a much easier time, right, with the Sim and the Kiri, even the Freya, to a certain extent. So really, you just want to trade backline. This is, you know, kind of a rough position for Sigma. Just keep backing up. You actually, I'm surprised that you survive here, because they just, like, they walk you halfway back to spawn, and you somehow make it. Alright. Skipped a little too far ahead there. Walk back up. Good ult, right? We're hitting squishies, particularly ignoring the Tracer. We're taking a low mobility squishy. And we get kills out of it, which is honestly, sometimes that's the best thing you can hope for when it comes to a Sigma ult. Sometimes you use a Sigma ult to reposition, because you know you're not going to get much out of it, but you already threw it. Or sometimes you just use it to make space, because you know people are going to back up. Getting kills on squishies is solid. And yeah, this is really it for round 2. It's you do a good job, kind of all around for the most part. There's just some more aggressive opportunities we can take, and sometimes we get a little bit too close. I love this. This entry is so clean, right? We just need to soak this in. Starting right here. Pressure the Tracer, suck in the Pharah damage, put the shield up on the Orisa, kite left while she backs up, go for the squishies on high ground. I mean, they are asking to get killed. Beautifully done, right? And yeah, don't stop now, just keep going. If the Orisa wants to keep backing up, you should keep pushing up. But do not go for point. Not yet, not yet. There's still 3 people here. There's still 4 people here. Right, walk up, shoot the Mercy. Sure, we don't really want to deal with the Orisa, but we can kind of work around her and still fight these squishies. Now, we could take point, but if we're gonna do that, we gotta do it right away. You gotta spook them. You wanna make that Orisa push you on the point. She swings left this way, then you start walking back, and you can deal with the squishies on the back line. Good rock. Commit though, because she could have died there. She could have died if you kept shooting at her. That's just a mechanics thing, though. Not too much to worry about. I like the idea of pushing up on these supports, though. Especially as opposed to trying to 1v1 the Orisa. Because that's almost never going to go in your favor. We're too close, it's messy, and we barely survive. I'm actually kind of surprised that we do. And you guys start to roll them again after this, right? Oh, really clean. Love that. Love that pick. But, I mean, even that was good. It's just staggered, you know? And that was, yeah. I mean, you should have been walking away already. You should have been, well, like halfway through the tunnel by now. Surprisingly, we survived that. Good stuff putting pressure on the Genji, trying to ignore the Risa. Oh, halfway across the map. Now, I just, like, I get that you have Nano, but there's nothing really for you to get at here, and the Orisa's way too close to your face. Like, even if you have nano, you still want to make sure that you're making the necessary distance and that you're playing your effective range. Damn, Ana. Alright. Round 2. Do the same thing, right? Kite left, force her to back up. That's all good stuff. Shoot the squishies. Once again, very good. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. I've watched this so many times that I really don't know what to say about this with the Nano Blade. I mean, it was just really clean execution on their part. I don't know if there's anything you could have done. I mean, if you landed that rock, that's really it. But, you know, that's... you're not expected to land every single rock. It's just tough. It happens sometimes. No, it's just... I mean, hey, you kill him. Okay. This goes surprisingly well for you just, like, W keying into tank. Go kill the Ana. Go kill the Ana and the Tracer. Like, because if, for some reason, the stagger here is what ends up losing the game. When you let this Tracer still get value, and because of that, when the Orisa comes back, it's unprepared, and then you hit another very questionable ult, and then the game's lost. Wrap this up. There's 2 things I want you to take away from this VOD. Number 1, when you're using your ult, it is about creating more distance, right? You can get kills. You want to hit characters with low mobility or no mobility cooldowns at that point in time, like Winston no jump or Genji no dash. Or you can use it to reposition, right? Because you fly up, so maybe you can take high ground, or you can use it to get away sometimes too. Now, the number 1 thing on Sigma is distancing. This is really what determines whether or not you win the game. Is can I keep a proper amount of space while still being threatening enough to make them go, oh crap, I have to back up. So it's really just about avoiding getting in the faces of characters who are good at close range. All right, that's it.